So I'm making this video on a Monday, 7 in the morning, with essentially no gear. Just walking around, talking to whoever in this world cares to listen. And really the most important thing to mention before I go get a workout in is that life is not being about, is that life does not allow us to be prepared. Preparation is meaningless as this loud truck drives by. We cannot prepare for everything, no matter how hard we try. Just like this guy. Yeah. This video lacks preparation, right? This video is clearly just circling around this guy. This is great. He waited for me to start the video and now everything we do to prepare our best for life to present itself, it all happens to be meaningless at the end, you know? The physical preparations, the disciplinary aspect of mental preparations. In the very end, what really matters the most is your ability to be able to stay calm, stay connected, stay true to yourself in the moment, as plenty of other people are reacting and triggering you. And the only way to prepare for that, the way to prepare for that is not to just meditate and isolate yourself from what makes the society trigger you. You know, the way to prepare for that is to surround yourself by those fears, to surround yourself by the people that might potentially trigger you. This is not to say that we must constantly surround ourselves by around negativity, right? That's not what we're talking about here. But we are mostly triggered by our closest relationships, right? If I have a friend that I see twice a year, chances of that person triggering me is very limited, right? Chances are we don't even go in depth into any kind of conversation or relationship connection that allows us to even disturb our relationship and shake all sorts of mindsets and beliefs that I already have, right? Making sure that no cars are driving by, because there's a road back here. But those that I see every day, the girlfriend, the boyfriend, husband, the wife, the kids, mom and dad, and siblings if you have them, those people have a tremendous amount of power over us. Those people can trigger us in ways that I don't think we truly understand. We don't get that. We don't really understand what that's about. So just like everything else in life, right? If my goal is to run a marathon, I'm lifting weights here, or if I'm swimming, or if I'm riding a bike, I'm potentially getting in some sort of shape, but not in the right shape for that event, that activity. And vice versa. If the goal is to lift weights, if the goal is to meditate, you have to do the task majority of the time. You have to actually do the thing that is the truest competition. But we don't do enough of that, do we? We spend our lives preparing our best by doing artificial activities, right? And that works in the sense of maybe physical workouts and physical activities, but when it comes to preparing for relationships, when it comes to the difficulties that maintaining quality connections bring into our lives, there's more to it. Unfortunately, there's just way more to it. So the moment the meditation is over, the moment the workout is over, the moment that disciplinary aspect of your life has ended, now you get to focus on the present. The moment you stop meditating, the moment you stop the workout, now you get to actually live and test the work that you've done and apply it to this very moment, right? Maybe my struggle now is to record a video in an entirely new environment. And maybe that struggle is to make eye contact with the video and not get distracted within my conversation as the buses and the cars are driving by. And every one of us has their own version of this. Every one of us has something that has the potential to grow to a higher level, yet it's too difficult to see it from the inside. The same way that 1,000 years ago we could sit around and argue if the earth is flat or not, and all it really took was for one person to go out into the space and see it from the outside, and it's just like this circle, and duh, it was flat all along, and it got confirmed. But when you're on the planet, I mean, look around, it's very flat besides the mountain. It's impossible to tell because we're too close, we're too zoomed in. So the challenge we face is how to zoom out of relationships that trigger us the most, as I'm being disturbed again by this vehicle, and allow ourselves to see what it is truly that needs to be touched on, what it is that needs to be improved, and then focus on that. But just doing that alone is nearly impossible for one person to achieve. Again, because we are too zoomed in our own lives and we cannot see what is happening, right? The best place to start is to finish each session, whether it's therapy, whether it's a workout or a meditation or whatever you do, to bring yourself to the center, cold plunges. And as you step into life, remind yourself that this is now the real session, right? Everything you just did was a game. The moment you step into the world and have to interact with people, that's the reality, and that's the real exam. That's when it actually matters. Thanks, y'all. Peace.